Jamie, this is just synchronicity. You've done an amazing job here yet again with pairings, but given that the UK Craft Chocolate Association is just being launched right now, you picked two of the founding members, the wonderful...
I didn't even know it. I just picked makers I liked and chocolates that were tasty. So.
And they're absolutely brilliant. So Pump Street, Joanna and Chris Brennan, down in Alford, and we're going to talk more about that in a minute. And then in the Mourne Mountains, which I probably have mispronounced, but Dot and Shane from NearyNogs will tell me about that, one of their great bars. And tell us a bit about Sweetshop, because I feel that this is one of the most amazing coffees that I regularly go to with Square Mile.
I'm so glad. Yeah, it's an interesting one because Sweetshop is one of our espresso blends that we always have in shop. But unlike Red Brick, which is kind of supposed to be our, you know, kind of reliable, always going to give you that great coffee base, Sweetshop is all about fruity, juicy, effervescent, floral, interesting flavors. So even though we have this blend all the time, the components are rotating quite often, but what you're always going to get is a reliably fruity, shimmery experience. And I think that speaks to these two makers as well.
It definitely does speak to both of these makers. So you picked an interesting couple of bars here, because you picked a dark milk, Madagascar, Bertil Akkerson's beans, which is absolutely one of the classics. I think it was actually one of the first bars I had. I think Pump Street are now in their 10th anniversary or more. And this was definitely one of the first origins that they worked with. Whereas Dot and Shane from NearyNogs have actually got a completely different origin. Chanthaburi in Thailand. So Thailand is very, very recent in the world of growing cocoa.
Yeah, whereas Madagascar is kind of like an old favorite, right?
Yeah, it's absolutely an old favorite. First in the, I think it's 1820s, and down on the sort of, on the coastal side until it all got washed away in various storms and disasters and cyclones. So now it's mainly in the middle, although Chocolate Madagascar have moved some plantations back to the sides. But this is basically Bertil, so Sambarano Valley, Otimbani, Majofo Estate, whereas this is Chanthaburi, which is basically the southeast of Thailand. And I'm just super excited to see what you've come up with. The other thing I would sort of say is, just as Sweetshop's a perennial, one other perennial activity that I would encourage you all to do is to go and visit these makers, because Mourne Mountains, if you've seen Game of Thrones, if you know about C.S. Lewis and Narnia, that's where it all happens. Alford, 2 hours from London, brilliant place to go and visit. Go for a dip in the sea nearby, or, you know, and basically visit Joanna and Chris's place. Visit both of them, learn about chocolate making, and let's get on to the tasting.
Amazing. Okay, so we're going to start with this as filter, even though it's an espresso blend.
But Sweetshop I always have as a filter, I have to be honest.
I think it works well, you know, especially if you want that fruity flavor backed by the richness. So
it's so fruity. Mm-hmm. It's jammy. But it's sort of, it's jammy almost in the sort of, it's almost like a grape jam.
That's the brief. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Gosh, that's good.
I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Let's try it with the chocolates. Which one should we do first?
I think we should go dark first.
Okay.
I think we should go to Thailand, Chanthaburi, see what Dot and Shane have cooked up for us. So there you go.
So, thank you.
Immediately get lots of fruit on the nose. Again, quite jammy.
This one, I really got a lot out of it when I first had the chocolate, then sipped the coffee. I felt like that. Just a little tip.
Oh yeah, it definitely changes.
Yeah.
It brings out a whole lot of different aspects. So I wonder if that's partly the heat.
Right.
Causing some volatiles just to come out a bit faster. No, I think it's more than that. I think it's also that it's giving it the time.
Yeah, for me,
Slow
the
down.
journey is really like the NearyNogs Thailand bar by itself. Like the sort of floral spices tend more towards like a green cardamom kind of the flavor. And then when you add the coffee, it becomes this sort of rosy, floral, a bit more to me. That's
No, I think that's right. I mean, so when you said cardamom, I immediately started to sort of go down, what other spices am I getting in it? And I definitely get cardamom. I almost get some nutmeg, almost get some thyme.
Yeah.
But it does also have those floral notes. I'm trying to figure out like which of the flowers that I think I'm getting. Not jasmine.
Yeah.
Rose?
Yeah, that's what we landed on, but you know.
Fantastically well done.
Yeah, that's a nice
Lovely
one.
pairing. Right, and now we're going to go to Madagascar, which, you know, traditionally everyone thinks of Madagascar as being bright and berry, etc. But you never know what you're going to get. So just as sort of Sweetshop, you vary occasionally. Madagascar, different harvests, different explorations will also work quite differently.
Yeah, and sometimes with Sweetshop, we kind of go in a more desserty direction. We'll kind of have like, you know, I know chocolate is a bit of a lazy tasting note since we're doing a chocolate pairing,
No,
but
no, no,
sometimes it becomes a little bit more of that like ganache base with the berries on top. So we thought this would be a good addition.
Definitely getting, especially going from the 80% to the 58%.
Like a hug.
It's a warm jumper. It's exactly what you need for this time of year. But it's also lactic with a really nice, almost kefir note towards the end.
Yeah.
And go down and see these two makers whenever you get the chance. They both do fantastic tastings. They've both got amazing facilities. They're both charming. Dot and Shane, brilliant. Shane in particular will teach you how to do an Irish gig. And go down and swim in Orford because it's brilliant. So that's what we should do. We should definitely do one of our videos
I love
emerging
this plan.
from the waves.
Yeah.
I normally drink filter. And you're telling me
I know I'm a filter gal myself, but of course, I drink a lot of espresso here.
I still get the same fruity, I still get the same grapey notes. Okay, other way around, start with the milk.
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
think that would be a good way. So very different flavor combinations, but still beautifully harmonious.
Yeah, and I mean, with espresso, you're always going to get a little bit of sharper acidity than you would with the filter presentation. But because we designed this Sweetshop blend for espresso, we're always kind of tweaking it to give it that balance and really make it a great experience that's dominated by sweetness, even if there's some kind of acidic or, maybe lightly winey flavors.
Yeah, and I think what you've done very cleverly here is pick a dark milk. So, often
It's not hard. I love dark milk.
But dark milk are basically like having a warm hug.
Yeah.
But the great thing is because they've got so much cocoa in them. I mean, this is like 58% cocoa. And it's probably got less added sugar than most 70% because it's got lots of milk added to it. You do get this all-enveloping sort of warmth, which actually, I think, complements the espresso brilliantly. So now let's go to Thailand, Chanthaburi, more mountains again.
Thank you.
C.S. Lewis, all the other delights of Game of Thrones too, where lots of Games of Thrones are made. Interesting going this way this time as opposed to the other way.
It's different. Yeah.
It is different. More stone fruit.
Yeah. I feel like the florals
The florals coming
are
out here.
different than
Yeah,
what
the
we
florals
were
are different.
talking about before.
Almost wisteria.
Yeah, I'm getting, I think, like iris or, those kind of like purpley wisteria. Yeah. So go sniff a wisteria.
Brilliant,
really
Barry.
have anything
You've
to
done
add.
it.
It's
You
just like-
absolutely nailed it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just both in raptures.
Yeah.
The only thing which will make this even better is to go and visit the makers. Hats off. Thank you very, very much, Joanna, for spearheading so much of the UK Craft Chocolate Association, and to Dot and Shane, and to Isabel, and to all the other makers. And we'll be pairing more of their chocolates with more of these wonderful coffees in the upcoming months.
Yeah.
So thank you.
And with this pack, you can create your own sweet shop.
Exactly. That is a great way to end
So cool.
your own sweet shop.